Funds.
There's active malicious spreading of lies. The Crown will be handling issues. Conspire with my HD and present me as a child predator. I interacted with a 14-year-old fan, sir. I took money from the campaign to pay for them, that I abuse animals.
Like Mike and Edwin like Mike.
In fact, you are gleefully graining your hands like some sort of Machiavellian supervillain at the idea that you may be able to run a defamation campaign on me.
Like Mike and Edwin like Mike.
So I should be a piece of shit that lies on the ground and just repeatedly gets hits and is silent about it. I'm a victim. Schemes and schemes. Yeah, read it again. I know you're differing. Yeah. No, you pretend. You haven't even fucking idiot. Funds. Who wants to be saved by a woman? Women don't even want to be saved by women. Who wants to be saved by a woman? Women don't even want to be saved by women. You are a piece of human trash. Like Mike
and Edwin like Mike.
But I know who you are. You are a piece of human trash. Go fucking go.
Like Mike and Edwin like Mike.
DM.
So, why did you give Mike permission to draw your Bigfoot Bill in his newest Monster Hunt comics?
I love helping Mike out as a fellow Christian. I've told him, burn every bridge you got, and if everything goes wrong, just fall back on your video game money. I mean, it's a simple plan that I've stuck to, and I don't know why he won't do it.
Yes.
What the hell? That's just weird.
Yes.
You're the last person I want to talk about this movie with.
Oh, why? Because you don't want to get in your pajamas with me, Nasser?
That's sick.
Yes.
Mike, dance with your wife some more. Why you're like to me? You're like that clown with the red rooster, Mitch pencil neck Brightweiser. Why did he get a pretty wife? Why did you get a pretty wife? Where's my pretty wife?
And I go in there, and Mike is sitting there, leaned back in his chair with sunglasses on, and he goes, "You're in quite a pickle, aren't you, Ethan?"
Do that laugh again.
I can't. Yeah, I mean, it was something else. He's like, "You're in quite the pickle, aren't you, Ethan?"
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No, don't do that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Liam Gray says, Doug, do you denounce Nasser?
No, there's no need to. Nasser does it himself every day.
No, folks, we're going to have a Saturday night slumber party massacre with Nasser. Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it's going to be a massacre with Nasser. Saturday night slumber party.
Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now.
I laugh so much at these intros still. No matter how many times I watch them, they still crack me up. Welcome everybody to Afterlife with Nasser, episode 94. I hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday. My Wednesday's been okay. I had work, work was work, and then came home, watched a really awful movie called Fatal Exam. That movie sucked. But I watched a movie called Fatal Exam with my brother, and we hated it. And now I'm here. Now I'm here to talk with you guys. So my day's been all right. I hope you guys have all been having a good day. We've got a few topics lined up here to talk about. But let me catch up in the chat really quick. Of course, I just launched this, and I will share my screen so we can take a look at it. My goal with this campaign is to at least defeat the treehouse. I think if we defeat Liam's treehouse with this campaign, that's a pretty good goal. But we've got 4 backers so far and $140. Maybe we can get to 5 backers on this stream. Maybe we can get all the way up to 10. I would like to do that. I would like to beat the amount that Liam's got with his treehouse. That's sort of like by evil to defeat with this campaign. Every campaign, there's always some sort of evil to defeat. And I think with this one, it's definitely defeating the Treehouse. And of course, you guys can get Secret Comics Presents. You can buy a shirt there, back my Patreon there. We got Earth Mind in the chat. Nice to see you here, dude. We've got Christopher Arcella says, WTF, I got Disney Princess ads before this stream. Hey, man, I think that's based off what you watch is what they recommend or something. I don't know. It's not me. Mr. Yonafui says, funds. Yes, and he made that video we watched. So if you guys like that Liam video, go give Mr. Yonafui a sub. Sam Lombardo says, I want to be saved by Liam. He'll make the bad guys piss their pants laughing and distract them. Let's see. Christopher Arcella says, looking forward to hearing this. The dummy testy in the chat says, end the stream. Find something new to say, dude. That's all you ever say. You just come in here like, oh, yeah, you end the stream. This is awful. You get to end the stream. Get out of here, dude. And you wonder why I don't have you on the channel, why I don't like having you on here. You're just annoying, and you got the same 2 jokes you always say. Nice to see Isaac Levine in the chat. Geeky Pixie wants songs, says Loretta Silver member. Yeah, guys, that stuff. I saw like the first post about it on Kiwi Farms this morning, and it was horrifying. Now, I didn't quite get a lot of what was going on or who the person exactly is, but I guess there was some dude. I think he's a part of Geeks and Gamers or something. And this dude like was pretending to be some e-girl thought or something using some like, I don't know, face switching app. I don't know, something like that. And he had to pretend to be a chick. And it was so horrifying. It really was. It was creepy. It's like more and more every day. It's like there's just more weirdos to discover on the internet. For some reason, they all hang around here. Preston Poulter, Liam Gray, and now the geeky pixie chick dude. And it was so weird. And I got home from work earlier, and I refreshed the farms, and I just see there's so many more posts about it. And I just stopped reading them. I was so confused. I was so lost. But it's just really gross. And there's all these people like Liam Gray, Preston Poulter, Doug Tenaple, a bunch of weirdos that hang around, I don't know, indie comics / like Star Wars like fandom communities. It's so weird. So that was really disgusting. Maybe we'll read a little bit of that on the farms, because we are going to be going over to the farms in a little bit. That's something we got pulled up. We've got funny enough, a clip from Testy. We're going to be watching one of the new Liam Gray Treehouse updates, but we've got a lot of stuff with Ethan versus SJWs, and we've got a lot to look at. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Cameron Scott says, please bring on soy. No, I'm not bringing on Soy Rage. You should know better than to ask me that. I can't stand Soy Rage. I would rather hang myself than ever be on a stream with Soy Rage. I can't stand him. I can't stand the dude. Christopher Arcella says, yeah, the geeky pixie debacle was pathetic. For real, I was just reading it. I was like, there's no way, like like every time something gross like this is discovered, like the Preston stuff, I'm always like, okay, well, nothing's going to top this. And then something manages to top it, like the Donald Cuckery stuff. For some reason, there's just a bunch of degenerates. And I don't know what it is, but around like indie comics, around like Star Wars fandom, like around all these places, there's always so many just weird degenerates. So that was, I don't know, I was just creeped. I was just creeped reading that post earlier on the farms. Cecil is love. Cecil is live, says MPM 1125. Can we get a C for Cecil in the chat? You know what? I'm gonna send Cecil the link. I don't know if he'll come by, but let me head over to Twitter and I will send this to Cecil. What's his new handle? If I type in Cecil, will it come up? Yes, it does. Cecil Jones. Here we go. I sent him a StreamYard link the other day, and he didn't come by. The stream on the 18th, it looks like I sent him a link, and he didn't come by. I don't know if he saw it, but I'm sending him a link, so maybe he'll come by. Cecil is all that matters. This is MPM 1125. You guys know what else matters? Cecil does matter, but we're like 105, I think, subs away from hitting 2,000. And my goal recently, within the last couple months, is to hit 2,000 subs before July, because my birthday is in July. So I want to hit 2,000 subs before my birthday. So please, guys, share out the stream. Sub from all your alts. Let all your friends know to sub, please, so we can get to 2,000. Let's see. Christopher Arcella says she was trying to be part of the fandom menace / geeks and gamers, but odd thing is that he never ate creepy Among Us. Let's see. Helmut says good evening and hello from Germany. Hello, Helmut in Germany. Let me know if I'm saying that right. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Let's see. Yellow Flash's mod was the one who relayed the news to me in private, says Christopher Arcella. Interesting. Yeah, I saw there was some stuff about Yellow Flash on there on the thread, but I couldn't quite follow along with some of it. I got a little confused. So horrifying. These catfish are all sad losers. No need to be horrified, says Mike Marop. You're early, says Hervoge. Yeah, I know. I meant to set it for 6:45, and I was in a little bit of a rush setting this up because I was in the middle of doing some stuff as I was setting this up. And when I went to schedule the StreamYard, I accidentally hit 7:45 instead of 6:45. I was like, oh wait, no, that's a whole hour from now. I'll just go live now. I did that on accident. Without soy, we refund. Stop saying that, man. It's annoying. Nice to see VealNet in the chat. Oh, yeah, we got a few C's. We got a 1. We got a few 1s. What are the 1s for? Too early for Cecil to come by? No one else has reached Preston getting peg level. Oh, come on. The Donald stuff definitely is on that level. The Donald stuff is on that same exact level. I thought you don't like weirdos, says Mr. Yonafui. I'm kind of confused. Gable says disliked and unsubscribed. No, come on. Helmut says everything's cool here, Nasser. I'm the Basement Dreams guy from Twitter. Oh, okay. Testy says for the love of God and the stream. Why don't you just get out of here? I don't know why you tune in if you don't like the stream, dude. I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know why you're ever by my channel since you always tell me how much you hate it. Can't you just go away and leave me in peace, dude? I'm just trying to run my stream and you come in here just diarrheaing all over the place. I can't stand you. If you guys can't stand Testy, then you guys could back my horror novel library right here, you guys. Comic book. This is the last person I thought I'd see this from. Testify is right. Cameron Scott says Soy is waiting, get in his jammies and have a sleepover with you. That's sick. You guys are all sick. Ugh. So is there anything new from that fat screeching redhead Mecha Reen? I don't know. I haven't seen anything about Mecha on the farms, and I don't sub to her, so I don't keep up with it. So I don't know if there's been anything new from the whale. But if there is, I'm sure it'll make it to the farms and I will cover it. So anyway, so the first thing I want to go over with you guys, and this is gross. He said it was cuddle time, and Gable says bring in Testy. I'm not going to bring in Testy. Mike Marab says Testy is diarrhea. That's accurate, but no. So Ethan had some stream. I don't know if you could call it a debate stream or what really you could call it, but he had a stream over on Dan Shaheen's channel. Oh my goodness, Cultural Divide says she ate all her subs. But he appeared on Dan Shaheen's channel. Now, if you're wondering who Dan Shaheen is, I'm kind of wondering that too. I don't really know who he is. He's got, I don't know, he's got like 2,500 subs. I think his thing is called like, I don't know, Comic News with Dan Shaheen. I don't know really who he is. Besides the fact that he's a weirdo. I had never watched his channel before until his stream with Ethan a couple days ago, which that dude, oh my goodness, that dude is such a creep, and Ethan did such a great job because the dude just kept bringing up just the worst points, and the dude looked awful. And Ethan destroyed him. And so I saw Ethan share. Let me stop my screen share so I could share this video. I saw Ethan share this. It's a recap, I guess, of his stream with Dan Shaheen. I didn't watch the recap, but I did watch the stream. So I thought that we would play this and do a little EFAP here.
Thanks I get. Hello. I started this game. And this the mother thanks I get. Hello.
Hey, if you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. Join us. Thank you. Hello.
Give me your hot take. Give me your hot take on Israel-Palestine. That's what we want.
I have no opinion.
Got nothing?
No. I couldn't give a shit.
Dude, does it help if you know I'm Palestinian? Does that help you
then I'm,
or dislike a side?
Dan, I couldn't care less. I honestly, I just.
What's he trying to get Ethan to say? You guys gotta even fill me in on what this means, because I'm clueless like Ethan here. How Ethan's like, I really don't know. I'm with Ethan on this. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, it's just not something I think about.
And I wanted to see from the swipe files. I just
great.
noticed this a minute ago. Like that, were you influenced? Was this or is there any homage to Skate Man going on here in this cover? Little bit. I'm not saying a swipe, but are you a fan?
I never heard of that comic, and I think you would have to be crazy to.
Where's the connection? Let me enlarge this a little bit. Where's the connection here between these two? You know, I was watching Ethan's Aftermath stream. He did an Aftermath stream. He streamed with Cecil for, I don't know, a couple hours. I listened to it on my drive. And Cecil had the funniest joke where he was wondering who sent that to him. And he was speculating, and maybe it was Mark Wade. And Cecil said that he could see them talking to each other. Like, so he really didn't say anything when you brought up the cover? This looks nothing like Cyberfrog. How is he drawing a connection between Neil Adams' Skate Man and Cyberfrog? He's saying Ethan swiped this? It looks nothing alike. It's just somebody's foot sticking up. That doesn't make any sense.
See that there is any kind of similarity between those two covers.
Well, you got many times more views on your review of my review than I got on the review itself. So my review was, I gave it a above average. I put together a lot of factors, and one of them being especially when it's with crowdfunded comics, I really take lateness pretty seriously, and so that brought your score down a little bit. And also I would have
Cyberfrog is late, am I right? Cyberfrog, it took a while.
Preferred you would have got a better score if you sent me the Salamandroid cover, just the non-shiny version, because I like those better. That's all. But as a guy who sold many comics, this thing would sell on the shelves. Like shiny covers sell really well to the rubes, like that one.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, in the comic book store, you know what I mean? Like people would walk in, and I would have stacks of these things because we had cases and cases of them from the 90s left over from in the store that I worked at as a kid. And you put that Spidey holofoil cover, and it will sell all day long at a reasonable cover price. Yeah, they talk. That's okay. I hope you watched that one. Let's talk about your brother for a second. I know we don't want to bring.
This was weird. He kept bringing up Ethan's family. He brought up at least like 3 probably members of Ethan's family. I thought that was super creepy. Like they should have just been talking comics. Like I don't know why he was asking about like his family instead of just talking about comics. But
bring him into this conversation too much because honestly, he's taking some heat
because your friends will hurt him. Yeah, that is the problem. Noah and I talk every day, but he's been terrorized by SJWs, and he's just like isn't that interesting? This goddamn industry.
That's not what I hear.
Dan must understand that. He must understand what Ethan is saying here. But he's gonna pretend to be confused. He's like, oh no, this is actually what I hear from him. I don't believe it.
That's not what I've heard when I talk to him. I mean, I've heard that.
Does he tell you something different than he tells me, Dan? And is that what you're saying?
Well, I believe the guy who tells me, not the guy, not his brother, but whatever. I mean, I believe not. I don't believe you. I believe he tells you that stuff too, but I don't. It doesn't seem like he's catching like extreme amounts of it.
He is afraid to associate publicly with me, perhaps, because he has been threatened with cancellation in the past. So I think that's I don't know what to say. You know, every time we talk about this issue, I say, how do you possibly think that you're on the good guy's side? You know, I always say that to you, and you kind of we reach the same impasse. You know, anybody can associate here. We're not going to anyone here can associate over there, and it's not a big deal to us. But it is an enormously big deal for somebody who is a regular comic book professional to be friends with somebody in Comicsgate, somebody who aligns, somebody who hangs out with me. It's a real sacrifice. You know, somebody who wants to you know, be on my show, somebody who wants to be promoted by me, can expect to be persecuted by people who hang out with you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing.
Ethan stumped him. Ethan stumped him. He said, "Oh, well, here's the thing. He's gonna try to think of some dumb excuse." Also, yesterday's fool says Shahin's two go-to points: politics and someone else's family. Let's see. Gable says Shahin is just not smart enough to got ya on EVS. I don't think anyone is. There's nothing to, you know, got ya on him. Let's see. He is a classic Lex Luthor. Wonder if he had so many copies of Skate Man because he had to buy it off of eBay and someone was only selling them together. So he had to buy 10 to confront EVS. Lincoln says Nasser serving us leftover. I'm not serving you leftovers. I'm giving you guys the recap. This is the recap. We're EFAPing the recap, and then there's other stuff we're gonna look at. Stephen Rockwood, Shahin is easily stumped because he is stupid. Yes. By the way, 54 people in here, guys. Hit that thumbs up or even the thumbs down, whichever one you want. Share out the link to the stream, please. And check out my Indiegogo right here. You can get all 10 of my books signed right here for $150. That's only $15 per book. Let's see. Yesterday's fool says, I feel like EVS does these shows just to have his enemies rope themselves. That's a good point.
I was worried when you first came on, and I think that was part of what my kind of reaction was on that, and my attitude, if you will. It was of virtue signaling, maybe. You know, I was really afraid. I was afraid of what the backlash would be. And
you better be really mean to me, Dan. You know, I mean, again, you know you're with the bad guys. You'd better be really mean to me. We can't even have a conversation.
I don't think I was that mean.
Rudeness.
I don't
so
think
that you can say, yeah, but I beat him up, guys. We wanted to, you. The truth is,
there was some of that.
The truth is, you like me. You want to have a conversation with me because you disagree with me, and you want to actually chat, but you're afraid to. And then again, you still think you're with the good guys. That's astonishing to me.
I think Shahin's a closeted Ethan fan. I think he really is a closeted Ethan fan. What do you guys think? I think he might be. Let's see. Christopher Arcella says, I think I remember this Dan Shahin dude before. I remember way back EVS brought him up before. Yeah, Ethan streamed with him before, but I don't think I watched the other ones. I think this is my first time watching him streaming with Dan Shahin.
I'm not with anyone.
That is
I'm not
astonishing.
afraid. One, I'm not afraid, or I wouldn't have had you on the first time you asked me.
What point of view is going to age better? Do you think being afraid in comics of associating with conservative comic book professionals, you think that's going to age well in 20 years? Or do you think the people who kind of showed up with me and fought back against this kind of radicalism in the comic book industry, do you think that's going to age better? I'll put it to you that probably I'm going to be here and they're not. I think we're already seeing that kind of happen.
Well, no, here's what is going to happen. I think I have a prediction, if you don't mind, and it's what led me to get you on this show. It's when one of the things was when I heard like, yeah, your brother, you can't talk because of this thing. And the fact when I look at this, as crazy as this sounds, the Israel-Palestine situation, 70 years, it's driven camps into two different realities where like.
This is a good one. Fallout Zone G says, Dan confirms there's a Whisper network in this stream. He does several times.
Neither side can see that both are to blame in many ways. And both have done their share of damage. And that nobody wants to back down, and we're just going to drive into camps, and you're going to have your conservative Comicsgate people, and they're going to read that stuff because of political affiliation, and then there'll be some people who will not read that stuff, and then there'll be people
I like how
like
Ethan's
myself
just laughing. Ethan's laughing. He's just like, "What did I get myself into?" Poor Ethan. His face is a meme right here. This is like somebody's got to screenshot this. This needs to go in a thumbnail. Ethan's like, record scratch, freeze frame. Yep, that's me. I bet you're probably wondering how I got into the situation.
Good comics, and I just happen to not read any Comicsgate comics because of that. So I've interviewed a lot of people. These guys, I don't know if you heard, this is Dark Horse's, a new book from Dark Horse that just debuted last week, and it was amazingly good. These guys are as social justice as you're going to get.
No, there's nothing coming out from Dark Horse of all places or any mainstream comic book company. Like, no, there's nothing good coming out from Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, IDW. Also, Ethan's face is a meme again. He looks so shocked right here. Oh, poor Ethan.
To the creators, but it was.
Look at that.
You didn't even need to say that to me. Somehow I knew it.
You have these movies with these characters in them. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows, and they come in looking for the Hulk, and it's not the Hulk that they know. There was nothing to like.
Well, that's why it doesn't pay off. That's why it doesn't make sense to do it, and that's why there's an agenda behind it beyond making money. And it's just about your social agenda. It's about your political agenda.
That's where I'm going to disagree. It's never about anything but making money.
This guy is so stupid.
Dan.
Okay, and there's
from comics to a Middle East.
There's plenty of those retailers out there, and there's a lot of.
It must be exhausting.
I talk to everybody, dude. I talk to a lot of creators, publishers, retailers. Mm-hmm. There's tons of conservative, especially on the retailer side, but also on the creative side. And a lot of them feel the same way that you do, that if they were to call attention to their conservative politics, they might be in for some loss of business because of that.
And he still thinks he's one of the good guys. Oh my goodness. That's the whole reason CG exists. Is you can't be conservative. You can't be a Christian at these other companies and actually still find work. And he's like, yeah, I talked to plenty that they're conservative, but they don't want to say so because it means they might lose work. Yes, Dan, that's the whole point of CG. So why is any of this still a debate? Why is it still a question?
But they're smart enough to
shut their mouth,
to keep it under wraps.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's real
you're
smart.
Selling.
That's
smart.
Some
of my favorite retailers out there, and do what they got to do. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to out anybody, but some great people, man.
Shit.
I love them.
Dan, you got to know this is sick. You got to know that's insane, right? You know that like
I don't think it's any more insane than in the 50s. If you went around announcing, you were in the Communist Party or something, you're going to get blacklisted. It's like social.
Well, you should blacklist commies. They kill people.
It's not any more insane than that. You're right. It's exactly as insane as that.
It is.
It's exactly as insane as that. The difference is that the Communist Party was a conspiracy against the United States government. Republicans are just the other half of. They're your neighbors.
Does he not realize? You understand? He's just a liar.
Communism was a conspiracy against the American way of life, and
I never saw any communists storm the Capitol.
Oh goodness. We're talking about comic books. And now every conservative in comic books stormed the Capitol or something? I don't understand his point here. This guy's just jumping around from nothing burger to nothing burger. Right. Dungeon Master Blaster says, "Here we go." Yes, here we go. 58 people in here, guys. Hit that thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever one you want. Share out the link to this stream. Check out my new Indiegogo. There's a link right there in the chat. All of my books signed right there. You can get all of them for $150. We've also got a few different tiers where if you just wanted certain books, you could just get those certain books. You don't got to get all of them, but it'd probably be best if you got all of them. Reddit Silver Member says, "I walked away during this part. It made me so mad." Stephen Rockwood says, "Yeah, the commies just burned down cities for months." Right. And started people and killed people. He's so stupid.
So what?
I never did.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened in all time.
Which is it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It was pretty ridiculous, but no. Communists
so
simply gave our nuclear secrets over to the Soviet Union. That's all they did. No big deal. No big deal that they stole hundreds of our secrets, our military secrets, while working for the army, working for all our military, working in the State Department, and turning our secrets over to the Soviet Union.
So you're pro McCarthy.
But then on the other hand, a bunch of rednecks ran into the Capitol. So I guess we're even.
Dude, one is armed insurrection. One was armed insurrection. One is espionage.
I didn't see arms. I didn't see any weapons.
You didn't see any arms?
I did. I saw the gun that shot that woman. I did see that.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah, that was not good.
Give me your take on the Proud Boys, then, because there's a comic book connection. Do you know the comic book connection?
No.
I didn't really subscribe to it. I caught it every once in a while, clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, there's, it's like an armed paramilitary brotherhood across the country in the yellow and black, the Pittsburgh colors that you chose for
black
for
and yellow, black and yellow. Yes.
But I want to ask you.
Yes.
Do you think if you weren't, so pushing the anti-SJW message, do you think that's the key, a big part of the key to your success, or a small part?
I think definitely a part. I think a big part of the key to my success is that SJWs tried to ruin my life. They tried to get me to kill myself, and I didn't.
How'd they do that? I had a bunch of people contact me before the show. Mm-hmm. A lot of dirt.
This is weird.
I'm not going to talk about your ex-wife or any of that stuff.
Why would they be saying stuff like that to you?
Believe me, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in private. It doesn't matter.
Dan, do you understand how insane these people are? Why are they sending you stuff about Hunter's mother?
I don't even know who these people are. A lot of stuff. I've got tons of emails.
You're burying I know that you intend to represent their side of this argument. You're burying them. You shouldn't have told me that. You shouldn't have told this audience.
Well, I'm not trying. But
there's a group of writers
tell the truth.
who are sending you dirt about my personal life.
No, no.
Mother.
Not writer.
That you're meant to confront me and embarrass me about.
No. You misunderstand. You misunderstand.
Everybody's a lazy asshole.
The lazy comment came from somebody who knows you really well, who's very close. She's a friend of yours, and
it didn't happen.
You're right.
Okay, so I get you don't like the SJW thing. Would you think it's fair to
who likes it?
Sexist? Do you think it's fair to call yourself sexist? I've seen you. I catch you on streams occasionally.
Right,
you like to make jokes about sexism or whatever, and you sort of play it jokey. But in your heart, you got a daughter, right? Yeah. Like, do you think your daughter's going to read comics? Do you give comics to your daughter to read? Why not?
That was weird.
It's just surprising me just for reading
bringing up his kids. Fallout Zone G says, he confirmed what Ethan had been saying for years. Right.
You like to read in general?
Let's not talk about my daughter.
When they had romance comics and fashion comics.
Yeah, I think so. I think Cyberfrog is one of them. I think Cyberfrog is one of the biggest ones. I think
Do you think a woman would enjoy Cyberfrog?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
I do.
Why not? I agree.
It doesn't pander to a woman. It's just a good story. And the main character is a female, one of the main characters. Absolutely, yeah. I guess I just don't.
What books are we talking about? I still read comics. I mean, there's sexy chicks in comics still. So like, I don't get it.
You're the goldfish in the bowl, Dan. Where's the water? What's water? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Well, no, I mean, give me. I'm asking for an example.
We've made thousands and thousands and thousands of videos about this topic.
So one example.
God, Captain Marvel, Dan.
Right.
You know, the Captain Marvel comic is insane. Okay,
so that's one book, right? Where you're saying
you just said give me one.
I can't with this guy. Give me one. Okay, here's one. But that's just one.
You said give me one example. Now you want to sit
there.
Yeah, right.
Okay, no, but I mean there is
example.
Of course, there's going to be one. There's going to be examples of feminine elements or feminist elements in some comics. But it's still a male-dominated editorial hierarchy.
She-Hulk. Stop it. Let's not do this. Look at what they did to She-Hulk. You're a John Byrne fan.
She-Hulk. I don't read She-Hulk. I haven't read it. I haven't read
Nobody
it. Nobody
does.
Do you think you were tough to work with?
No. Look, I don't know. Maybe if I was better friends with everybody, none of my peers came to my assistance. None of them did.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Many of my friends turned on me. Many people that I thought were my friends who had personal information about me turned on me, and in essence, turned state's evidence and would tell people like you personal stuff that's none of their business. And I think the whole time I was thinking, this is a hefty price to pay for getting to be a cartoonist.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I was in the CIA. It's not like I was working. It's not like I was in elected office. I was a cartoonist, you know, and to think that like, you know, the consequence for being a cartoonist and believing against the pack, like kind of going against the grain of what those people publicly mouthed politically, meant having your entire life and reputation turned upside down. I mean, there's still people who are like, he's a Nazi. You know, I mean, that's a hefty price to pay. You think Noah wants that? You think Noah wants that to happen to him? And I promise you, it will.
Believe me, dude. Try voicing support for Palestine sometime in public or something like that. You're going to get called a terrorist supporter. Dude, I've seen your stuff. I think it's fair to say that you come off as pretty sexist in a lot of your commentary.
Yeah, I do.
You're admirable in that way. I think some of the online hyping of these dudes, you got some crazy rabid dudes in your audience.
Yes,
one thing I admired that I didn't expect about the Comicsgate crew and the community that you've built is how inclusive it is. I mean, the fact that you have you know, developmentally disabled people like Sketch Therapy in there, I think that's super.
Oh, this pissed me off. I actually like Sketch Therapy, even though he hates me and he makes like 3-hour streams lying about me. I actually do like the guy, and he's a veteran. He served this country, and this dude wants to make fun of him because he was injured in the service. He had a brain injury, and this dude wants to make fun of Sketch Therapy for that.
Admirable. I think that guy's like a mascot for your team, and I think
he literally is. Though you understand, he's a veteran that was wounded in combat, and he has.
I don't know that, but it seems that way. I can tell by the comments that he's putting in there, dude. The comments are nuts.
And he received a wound. He took a head wound in combat serving this country, and he can be eccentric at times. We love him. He's dude. He
writes some shameful shit, dude. I'm sorry. It's just, you don't have to be an asshole.
You don't have to call him an asshole. You call him.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Plenty of well, he is, right?
Sketch, I'm sorry, man.
It's clear because from the spelling, like, there's something wrong with that dude, and there's something wrong with a lot of these dudes.
What was wrong is that he served this country, and he is not adequately respected. for doing so and taking a wound. And Sketch, I'm sorry, pal. I honestly, if I'd known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have appeared on this show again.
Oh my goodness!
Right, F this dude.
Cecil says, "Why isn't anybody talking about Cash Grab? He spent $2 to say
That's a great question. Yeah, the Cash Grab was not brought up once. Yeah, he's got his own series there.
Pete Callen says, "Fuck you, motherfucker." Aaron McIntyre. And then Aaron McIntyre comes in and says, Dan harassing veterans and disabled in one breath. To tell you the truth, I had no idea about that. I just made a guess that he had mental deficiencies based on his unique comment style.
He's a veteran. Yeah, you got to respect him. He's fun in the chat. When you're not making him happy, he lets you know.
I thought he was a funny guy when he was on a call that I was on one time. And he was on the call.
Isaac says, I don't like sketch therapy, but notice that this guy never apologized for what he said. I would knock this guy's teeth out if I ever see him on the street. Big facts, Isaac. Thank you, Great Loner, for $5. Says, hey, the only people who can bully sketch is us. Christopher Arcella says, Dan's head will explode when he finds out he is a black man, not a white dude. Oof.
Oh, I thought he was kind of a funny dude, to tell you the truth.
He is. He's hilarious. Everyone loves him.
But he got so heated on my last stream. He was saying some really insulting stuff. So sorry, Sketch. I didn't mean it.
He does it to people he likes to. It's okay.
All right.
There was
Brian
actually the
O'Shea
apology.
says, Sketch, from one vet to another. We love you. Dan does not have the courage to enlist. And that, my friend, is where you're right. I am a coward that way, for sure. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Are you homosexual?
Am I? No. But there's not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay. Well, thanks for sticking around. I'm going to play my closing credits. If you want to chat after, you can. If you got to go, I understand.
We're going to start a new stream over at Comic Artist Pro Secrets, everyone. So thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Dan. Bye-bye.
Great. Thank you, Ethan. All right. And thank all of y'all for watching. If you're still sticking around, you can go over to Ethan's stream and check it out. How do we do this? Back to the Batcave. We didn't get to talk about the Jordan Peterson Red Skull thing. I meant to. Now I got to get out of here. I'm going to play the closing credits. But, you want to stick around until the end of the credits, folks, because there's a cameo. There's a comic book.
I actually didn't watch any of the credits, so this part's new to me.
Cameo at the end of my credits, just like any good superhero movie. And this is one. I played it once before. But in honor of our special guest, I'm going to play it one more time. It's what I believe Ethan Van Sciver would agree is the worst thing that he's ever said. So check that out and come back and check us out again next time.
Very, very proud to present Mark Wade.
That's me. Hey, sir, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great. It's great to see you.
Yeah, good. What a great intro. I'm going to get you to follow me around for the rest of my life. Just give that,
That's what we do here. We like to pump things up, and let's be honest, it's fair. I mean, you have done a little bit of everything. And, one of my favorite things that you've done, as I just mentioned briefly, was your run on The Flash. Holy shit.
Whoever put that together, they did a great job. I don't know who this is. Tweeter Trash? Well, I just subscribed to Tweeter Trash because that was a good recap. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Dan is garbage. Dan reacted a little slow, saying no to that. He didn't seem too sure of that answer. Did Dan keep the comments up? I don't think so. Because we all bailed to watch Ethan stream immediately. Sketch may be out there, but that's part of his charm. Yes, EVS made him keep chat up as part of the deal. Let's see. The best superhero movies don't have cameos at the end. It's an early fat man. Look how young he looks. The old days. I watched that stream live. That was a good stream. I remember that interview. The chat in that interview screwed Mark way up. Oh boy, let me share my screen, you guys. We got more to look at. We definitely do got more to look at, but I did want to take a minute to look at my horror novel library, Indiegogo. So far, we've got 4 backers. I would love to get to 10 on this stream, but let's have a more manageable goal. Let's see if we get to 5 backers. My goal with this is to defeat the Liam Gray evil. He's got, I don't know, probably almost $600. I just want to beat his treehouse. So yeah, guys, this is the campaign for all my books. And if anything, I know most of you guys just like comics. A lot of you guys don't read regular books, but the funny thing is that in the 100 Days Till Halloween series, it's a 5-book series. The first 3 books, the cover art was done by an artist that she found out I was CG, so she quit and she didn't do books 4 and 5. So book 4 right here, and then book 5, those have different artists. But so she doesn't like CG, so it'd be funny if you guys bought that series because her art's on the first 3 books and she doesn't want CG to own her art. But yeah, if you guys like fun 80s slasher movies, you guys will like 100 Days Till Halloween. You guys could get all of my books on here. So the Eternity Trilogy, Eternity, Inner Demons, and Locked Coffins. You could also get my horror comedy Duality and my short story collection, The Eclipse Theater. All of them are on here. If you guys want to get them, if you guys want to get one of everything, and all these books come signed, so all of them signed, $150. That's only $15 per book, and that's free U.S. shipping. So only international people pay shipping. So if you're in the U.S., this is shipped. So you get Duality for $20 shipped, and the Eclipse Theater for $20 shipped. You can get the Eternity Trilogy for $50 shipped. 100 Days Till Halloween, all of those are $60. And then I did a couple combinations here, like if you only wanted the Eternity Trilogy and Duality and the Eclipse Theater, or if you only wanted 100 Days Till Halloween and the Eclipse Theater and Duality, then those are those 2 tiers right there. But it's best if you just get everything because it'll be cheapest. So get that featured tier or whichever tier you want, but I think it'd be best to get that one. I really want to beat Liam's Treehouse. I want to beat what that one's at. So if you guys want to support this, then here's the link. Crypto Kent says, where are the toys? I don't have any toys. I don't have any. Are you going to have a party in 58 days? It's 158 days till Halloween. So 58 days till 100 days till Halloween. You're killing me. You guys kill me. I hate how you guys roast it. I talked about that title for so long. I was like, this is the title of my slasher series. Nobody wanted to roast it. Everybody said it was fine. And then it comes out and everybody wants to roast it. So thanks a lot, Linkovich. You make me feel bad. But yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to back it, please. Let's get to 5 backers this stream. I think that would be a good goal. Let's just get 1 backer this stream. Check out Mitch's new campaign. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I took a look at it and it had like almost $5,000. It had like, I don't know, almost 80 backers. I mean, it was a failure like we all thought. I don't think there's anything on it to roast, though. But let me share my screen and let's see. I might have to share my entire screen for this. Here, no, I'll go to the Twitter tab because there's like a lot of, well, there's a little backstory with this. So first, I'm gonna go here to these tweets. You guys, well, actually, no. I'll start with sharing my screen because I'm blocked by this dude, so it'll make more sense to you guys. I'll give all the context first. Sorry to boomer that up. Yeah, I gotta share my whole screen because I gotta go to this incognito window because I'm blocked by this dude. So I'm just here in this incognito tab. But so this is this guy. His handle is at Starving Author. I think his name's like Nick or something. I don't know. It's N. Ulanowski or something. This is some weirdo, and he makes me feel unsafe because he's in Chicago like I am. So this is some weirdo. He's harassed me in the C2E2 group before. We'll take a look at some of that. But this dude quote tweets one of these, like these always float around. And could you imagine it being 2021 and SJWs are still crying about CG? So this dude is quote tweeting this cringy tweet where this chick says, Comicsgate is a hate group and harassment campaign that no matter how hard it tries to retcon history will never escape its bigoted past and hateful present. So they're just, I don't know, they're still saying this. I mean, how many times do they have to repeat this? I think they're trying to convince themselves of it, because that's not CG at all. And so this dude quotes it. He's like, in my upcoming book, American Bug, there's a poem titled F.U. Comicsgate. You can back the American Bug Kickstarter here. This is another evil we need to defeat. Like I told you guys, we have to defeat the Treehouse. We also have to defeat this dude's cringy book. So I guess this dude, let's see. Yeah, a second book of poetry from Nick Ulanowski. If the system has held you down or made you feel worthless, this is dedicated to you. So this guy's mentally ill. He's got 30 backers, $774. This dude's a complete lunatic. I skimmed this thing because I was looking to see if he talked about Comicsgate on here. He didn't, but I read a little bit of it. And he says, and finally, it's about my own experiences as a millennial writer and why comics broke my heart. This is completely soy-based. This dude's cringe. I've been cringing at this dude for years because we're both in the C2E2 group. Although I think he blocked me. We were in this Facebook group together, and he would always harass me. So then Ethan quote tweets it. And Ethan says, you and your peers are mentally ill and destitute. To me, that's the real poetry. And this dude tears his brain, and oh my goodness. He thinks anybody's going to read all these. I'm not even going to read all these. But he's like, yeah, I really don't want this being promoted by blue checkmarks as an anti-Comicsgate book. It's literally just one poem in a whole book I've been working on for 2 years. It took this guy 2 years to write this whole book. How pathetic is that? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to dunk on everybody that's slow, but it took you 2 years to write that book. It's kind of pathetic. But oh my goodness, I'm not going to read all this because I know this is all cringe. He's like, that's not how that works. The crowdfunding campaign is for the book to exist. Print copies, pay for distribution, pay artists, etc. Then I'll have to sell it at literary festivals. It'll be on Amazon. I can even get it on the shelves of one local bookstore. This dude is cringe. He's like, also, I'm a professional writer at a newspaper. This is a passion project. Who would have thought an SJW working at a newspaper? But he says, most crowdfunding campaigns aren't actually about grifting for profit. They're about bringing your project to life in the first place. Gee, I wonder why so many Comicsgate supporters fundamentally misunderstand this. So then Ethan quotes him, and Ethan says, being an adult is about earning a profit. It's about being able to sustain yourself and pull your own weight so that society doesn't have to do it for you. If you are engaged in making a comic book that no one wants to pay you money for instead of earning a paycheck, stop it. And he says, Kickstarter is not a store. Kickstarter. It's right there in big letters on the website, dude. This guy is so stupid. So Ethan quotes him. He says, that's their tax dodge dummy. And he says, most comic book pros can still sell their crowdfunded comics at cons, right? They can and do. Oh my goodness, this guy. He says, and Ethan says, yeah, business was booming in 2020, wasn't it? I sell Cyberfrog for a limited time through Indiegogo, which becomes a store, and also my eBay store. I've sold thousands of additional copies that way. No need to sit next to you at a flea market. Oh my goodness, this is gold. Okay, and that's the end of the quoting. So let me stop my screen for just a second here, and then I'll bring us back over to Twitter, to where I was logged in, and I go over just a tiny bit of my history here with it. So this is where Ethan said, business was booming in 2020, and I replied tagging Ethan. I said, this guy harassed me in the C2E2 group. He's a white guy who hates minorities at our Comicsgate. We need to get my books past his dumb Kickstarter to defeat the evil. And that dude's at $774. We got to get me past there. I know we could do it, you guys. And Ethan replies, what a cuck. And then I attach this link here. Ethan called the dude a dickhead. But this right here is from back in February. And I call this dude a weirdo because this is from the C2E2 group. So this is me posting in C2E2. Pre-order my killer new slasher series today. And then this dude, this Nick dude, he comments, where to go? I was trying to zoom in, but then it closed out. So this Nick says, "Aren't you the comics gay guy who tried to get John Layman fired and then cried and played the victim when he wrote a Twitter thread talking crap about you?" And I said, "Are you still going off about drama from 2018? Get a life instead of being racist and picking on minority authors." And he says, "Nah, dude, you aligned yourself with a hate group and you're still a gaslighter who calls people racist when they call it out. I see. For you, it was drama. For the people you and your comics gear buddies harassed, it was harassment." And I said, "You're a racist bully and make me feel unsafe." And he says, "You were part of a crappy hashtag movement that harassed women on Twitter. That's what Comicsgate was. Gamergate 2.0. And I said, "I didn't harass any women on Twitter or anywhere. In fact, a woman even did the cover art for my books that are in this post. Stop picking on me and harassing me for stuff I didn't do and stuff you're mad about from 2018. And he says, "Yes, you did. Most of your buddies had the sense to do it anonymously, but you wanted to use Comicsgate as clout to sell books." I said, "Then post proof." And he's like, "I'm sure people can just Google this. And it isn't like Comicsgate was exactly subtle naming itself after Gamergate." And I said, "Then post proof." And he says, no, so I already read that one. And this is the rest of his comment because it cut off in the previous screenshots. After he says naming itself that comments, he says, "I was honestly just checking if you were the same guy, and I guess you answered that, LOL." And I said, "You have no proof and you're a racist bully." Let me check back in with you guys. Let me see what's going on. He broke the guy. Let me see. Let's see. Cool recap. These interviews are hilarious. Well done, EVS. Oh, definitely. Let's see. Slipstick says, "I want copies of each." Yeah, man. Just back it on the campaign. I'm posting the link right there. Helmut says, "Every time I see this on Twitter, I'm glad that I'm living in Germany. Here we laugh SJWs in their face and nobody takes them serious." Must be nice. CWA92 says, "Nasser's enjoying doing that gay voice a little too much." It's not a gay voice. It's a soy voice. Full Custom Weenie says, "Oof." Cultural Divide says, 2 years for the book or the poem. I think he means the book. Yeah, Follow Zone G says he broke the guy. Ethan was brilliant, says Slipstick. A vanity project says Hammer of Doom. That's what they say every time their books fail. They're like, "It was just a vanity project." An insanity project. Defeat the evil. He. Major, my wife's boyfriend vibe. Big facts, Fallout Zone G. Hammer Doom says, "If you want to do a vanity project, no problem. Do it, print it, then sell it." Hashtag yell at women. Hammer of Doom says, "These a-holes want us to pay for their vanity projects because they are all broke. If you want to be in print that bad, just pay to get a print run done, then sell it." Nasser does transitions into that voice a little too naturally. Oh, come on. It's just doing a squeaky voice. Like, I don't know. I don't have a particularly deep voice. It's just making my voice a little squeaky. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Let me share my screen and we'll take a look at the Indiegogo. Let's see if we've gone up. Let's see. Refresh. All right, still at 4 backers and $140. But remember, guys, we got to defeat that evil. We can't let that Nick dude beat us. There's a lot of text here on the campaign. I'll read that at the end of the stream. We've still got some more stuff to look at. So let me share. Well, I'll look at one more of my books. We'll look at Secret Comics Presents, if I can find the tab. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So yes, the Secret Comics Presents. It's in demand. We've got 233 backers, and we're still going to keep this up for another couple months. So you guys still got plenty of time to get Secret Comics Presents, but I will put the link here. If you guys have not backed it yet, please do. I think I would like to get to around like 250 backers and maybe around like $7,000 by the time it's all said and done. Let's see. If he works at a newspaper, he's used to his stuff not selling. It's his cultural divide. Oh my goodness. But yeah, all right. So let me stop this and we will go over to the farms. So let me see. Share screen, Chrome tab. I opened this up a few days ago. I've been meaning to get around to it. I think this is from like 2 or 3 days ago. But this is oh wait, let me just make sure I shared my audio. Did I do that? I'm blanking. Did I share my audio? Share audio. Okay. I just want to make sure. So yeah, this is I opened this up a few days ago, and Testify, as much as I hate him, he does have one thing he does really well, and that's he always finds these clips of Liam in the treehouse, and they're just always gold. There's always gold in these of Liam saying something dumb or something stupid. So I just thought we would take a look at this. I haven't watched this yet. I always wait to stream with you guys so I could watch these. So we'll see if there's any gold in this. Typically there's gold in it because it's just Liam being stupid, but this is 5 minutes and 10 seconds long. Let's play it, see how it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Progress has
It's even uglier up close.
been made. As you can see up here, 1 second. The roof. Hey, look, it's the top of my head. How you guys doing? The roof.
I like how we all roasted him for doing no work because he's always like really like clean in these things. Like he's never sweating. He never sweats and he never has any dirt on him or anything. And I liked how he's caught on. So now he's like wearing gloves and stuff. He's like, yeah, guys, I got on my gloves. Like I just been doing a lot of manual labor. That's what you do when you wear gloves.
Roof is in position. I updated that the other day. So today I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any screws.
Like the dudes have all left. Like the dudes that are actually putting this together left. And they forgot their drill there, and he just picked it up, hoping he knows what the buttons do.
Screws loose.
Oh, he's talking about having screws loose. He's definitely got a bunch of screws loose. And guys, look how gross it is. You could see the fat at the back of his neck. You could even see it here when his head's only slightly turned. It's so gross.
I tried to do this on serious. I can't. I try to make sure I've got no loose screws. Make sure that I haven't.
Look at it. That's Odie's desk is back there on the back of his head. That was a joke we had a few streams ago. Like in his treehouse, like he's gonna turn into a little studio, but Odie's desk is gonna be on the back of Leon's neck and all that fat.
Missed any of the places where it's got to be, and I now do clean up, which is the most annoying part of the day because you're at this.
The most annoying part of the day. You're not even building this thing.
Where's the camera? There you go. You're at this all day, and at least for me,
like
more than
Mike
half the day
and
today.
Edwin, says Linkovich.
And you finish doing it like, oh, this is a great rush. I did it. And then like you got another whole extra job to do. It sucks. But anyway, so this is what's going on. So I got the masonite or whatever it's called put on today. I punched some holes in the wall.
All right, I'd put this thing, whatever it's called. He's just repeating back whatever the instruction workers told him, but he can't remember all the words.
Down here. I screwed up a lot today, guys. This is probably the most I've screwed up. You can't really see much of it in the video yet, but like you'll see that like there's a few bits over here on the video. I don't know if you can see how dirty that is. But I screwed through a few times.
Oh, look at it. You guys can see the fat. It's disgusting.
I was wrong. And you can't use the same screw holes twice.
He's like, what else did the construction workers tell me?
Hashtag romance. I can't help myself. So yeah, so at least that's what the internet.
He just said hashtag romance. He's making fun of his sick messages to young ladies when he sent those disgusting messages to Nerd Wonder. He's just poking fun at that.
Told me. So I sort of had to screw up and balance these. You can see some.
Only 64 says that shed looks huge compared to Liam's height.
Well, maybe you can't. Some of my lovely writing on the wall.
Right, he can barely see out the window.
Here. And up. I think I'm good. I think I've hit all of the screws and stuff. Like, I don't think I need the drill. I think I'm done. I almost dropped some stuff here. You can see this is from where I was trying to get it up over here, and it sort of got all over my shirt. My shirt is filthy, right? Like, see my big old handprint up here. But this is just the beginning. So this is still bare bones. This is we're getting through it each day.
How many dogs are going to die from parvo in there? How many do you guys think? It's almost complete. It's almost ready for him to hold people captive in there. He's going to hold Odie in there. He's going to hold the people he's quote unquote training in there. He's like, I'm training little kids to be artists. Let's see. Sam Lombardo says, I can't wait to read Liam's comic all about boyhood and magic and stuff, I guess. Maybe I should make my own comic called Wonder Island. Do you guys think I should do that? Let me post a little poll here in the chat. One, for me to make, let's see, my own Wonder Island comic. 2 for no. Let me see what you guys vote.
I'm doing a bit more, and I feel like I'm making good progress. And I've had a couple of people reach out to me and say that they're really inspired, and that's a really great feeling too, guys. Like, I had one guy tell me that like he's not building a comic book hut, but he like went and renovated his bathroom, and that made me really proud. I was like, I thought that was really rad.
That's another dude that just exists in Liam's head. Him and all his personalities.
So thanks to you guys for watching. Yeah, so all that's sort of left today is I've got to sort of sweep out all of the rock and stuff. They said that there's risk to like inhaling this, but
there's risk to inhaling. Oh my goodness. Let's see. One. Everybody's saying ones. Are there any twos? Vomit Island. Making fun of Liam is not entertaining or funny. Comic book. Weren't you here for the whole past hour where we were making fun of SJWs? Call it Boy Island. 1. Okay, we got a 2. Tatsunami says 2, but everybody else saying 1. Epstein's Island 1. Halloween Island still 2. Says Tatsunami. Tatsunami, you're outnumbered. I think I got to make my own Wonder Island.
I looked it up. It's very low, so I think I'll be all right.
Lord Nemesis. Lord Nemesis says, does he even know how to sweep?
From rocks in the lungs or whatever, then it is what it is. But yeah, I've just got to pick up the debris, take it outside, sweep all this stuff out. Then I'm going to tomorrow. I'm going to have a paint day. So well done, Liam. Well done. I'm going to be the next Star Wars kid, guys. But
this guy is so creepy.
But yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna have a paint day. I'm gonna paint the outside. I'm gonna do the deck over.
Right, Dungeon Master Blaster says he's literally LARPing that he's sweeping.
Covered in white powder for me walking back and forth all day, and yeah, I'll have that done.
Follow Zone G. He's just sweeping trash back and forth.
Coat of paint on the house, and I think that'll be all I do tomorrow. And then maybe I'll actually do my job and help Manga-chan a little bit more on Wonder Island. We're going through the promotional art, and we sort of were hoping to launch this week, but we'll see. We'll see. Colors take a really long time. And things are a bit volatile right now, so I don't know what'll be happening in that regard. This is a train, ladies and gentlemen. So let's end it there. Stay excellent to one another.
That was creepy. That was super creepy. That guy's just a creep. Yeah, we're still getting ones in the chat. We're still getting ones. So my own Wonder Island. What would you guys like to see in my own Wonder Island? I don't know what Liam's Wonder Island is about. I don't know. When I heard the words Wonder Island, I just think about I don't know, an island with dinosaurs on it, maybe. Do you guys think that'd be cool? an island of dinosaurs. Maybe a boat, a ship, I don't know, crashes into something, and some people, find this mysterious island in the middle of nowhere, an island maybe that's not on any map, and there's dinosaurs and stuff, and mishaps and adventures. That's kind of what I see. I don't know. Somebody gets eaten alive by a dinosaur. That's just what comes to mind first when I just hear the words Wonder Island. Let's see. Wonder how bad his book will bomb. Says Loretta Silvermember. Did he just call black people lazy? Says Richard Cahill. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Cultural divides to safety gear to avoid a broom injury. Boy Island. I hear that in Australia, gravity is reversed and they have to hook themselves in to stay on the ground. Dillard says, an island of beautiful, naked, big titty women. Tatsunami, thank you for CHF $2. Says no, still 2. Trans Island, says Lord Nemesis. An island with an Australian pervert who goes around hugging things and people. Basically, Lord of the Flies with Liam's girl name. Do a Wonder Island, but make it actually. Sorry, guys, I don't like to say the swear words, but he says bad ASS. Sorry, I spell them out. I don't quite say them. Let me share my screen and let's look at the horror novel library. Let's refresh. Come on, guys. I just want one backer on the stream. But let's see. I will read this to you guys. I know it's pretty wordy. But I will read this here to you guys. So read the horror novels from the leading Arabic voice in horror fiction. All these books are done, ready to print, and will be fulfilled quick. Every book comes signed. Backing this campaign will help fund more novels and comic books, depending how much we raise, of course. But anyway, so I'm Nasser Rabadi, and on this campaign, you will find my novels Eternity, Inner Demons, and Locked Coffins, which make up the Eternity series, my novel Duality, which is a standalone horror comedy, my collection of short stories, The Eclipse Theater, and my slasher novellas, The Christmas Morning Massacre, Return to Camp Sagahachi, Noel Hell, The Curse of Raven Hill, and The Final Chapter, which make up the 100 Days Till Halloween series. My first published novel was actually the first idea I ever had way back in 2014 when I first decided to be a writer. A bullied boy named Brandon turns to a dark spirit to help get revenge on those that torture him. Its sequels, Inner Demons and Locked Coffins, round out the trilogy. I can't talk. Inner Demons is about a group of girls who recover Brandon's journal only to encounter a terrifying evil. This book is my favorite in the trilogy and maybe my favorite of all my books. And Locked Coffins is a prequel about where the ancient evil came from. Duality is a horror comedy about Rose and Valerie who switched places for the day only to stumble upon the city of Carpenter's twisted past. Rose finds Valerie's diary and discovers her friend's terrible secrets. The Eclipse Theater contains my earliest works, stories I wrote in 2016 to 2018. Most of the stories in there were featured in my 2 collections that are now out of print, which they were just awful, you guys. But they were called Strange Tales and Poems from the Witch's Cauldron and the Witch's Book of Odd Tales and Poems. I despise those books. I'm so glad they're out of print. Those 2 books are out of print for good reason. I hated them both. But there were a few gems in there, so I rewrote the ones I liked, added a few new ones, and created the Eclipse Theater, a strange, suspenseful world where anything could happen, and anything can be lurking just below the surface. Out of all my books on this campaign, this was the earliest one I published. The Christmas Morning Massacre is book 1 in the 100 Days Till Halloween series. It is about a group of girls snowed into a mansion with a killer on the loose. Book 2 is about a group of boys at a summer camp who stumble upon the forbidden cabin and unleash a killer. Book 3 is very similar to book 1 with a group of girls snowed into a hotel. Book 4 brings together all the survivors to defeat the evil. And in book 5, maybe evil never really dies. The best place to start with my works is The Christmas Morning Massacre, mostly because it's the newest book and therefore the most reflective of my current abilities. Another good place to start would be The Eclipse Theater. There are a nice mix of stories in that one. Some, of course, I look back on and hate, like with every collection, but I like most of them, especially the second story, which is my favorite. And there are no digital copies because on this campaign, because of my agreement with Amazon, since I'm on Kindle Unlimited, my ebooks can only be available on Amazon, and therefore I cannot sell digital copies of my books on Indiegogo. If you'd like an ebook, you can go here, and that's the link for the ebooks. So yeah. And once again, if you want all the books signed, $150 for all 10 of them. That's only $15 a book. Or you could buy one of the other tiers. I have some different combinations of the books on those tiers. Let me see what else. You just said titty, but can't say bad ASS. I don't know. It's just tit. I don't know. It's not like it's not much of a swear word. I mean, it's something I'd prefer not to say. I don't like to say dirty words on the stream. I don't like to say dirty words at all, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'll say that, but it's pushing it. Like that's like the most profane I really get around here. Full custom post some thinking emojis. Good Christian stream, says Fallout Zone G. Yes. Let's see. Sounds like Jurassic Park. I don't know. Maybe I was just throwing out ideas. I don't know. I'm spitballing with you guys. What do you guys think? If we did a Wonder Island book, a book called Wonder Island, our own Wonder Island, what do you guys think it would be like? Because I don't know. First thing that came to mind was dinosaurs. So I don't know. You could have said that before I bought them, says Richard Cahill. What do you mean, Richard Cahill? You could have said that before I bought them? What do you mean? Dillard Draws, why are you timing people out in the chat? Why'd you time out Tatsunami? Don't time people out, Dillard. Fallout Zone G says, man, I need to publish a book so I can say the only Roma voice. I think you mean Roman. Dungeon Master Blaster says he's talking about the books that you don't like anymore. The two I don't like anymore, I took those out of print 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago where I took those out of print. I liked them at the time, but when I looked back on them, I was just like, no, these are bad. I need to do something better. I don't know. I just looked back on them and I was like, you know what? I'm a lot better of a writer now, so I'm taking these off. But that was 3 years ago. Dillard Draw says my daughter did. She took my phone. She has been punched. You don't need a puncher. Let's see. Oni64 says a team ventures into an island and one of them has to survive to become the next Odie. Oh man, yeah, maybe that could be something. Yeah, a team ventures into an island to steal gold or something, and yeah, one of them has to become the next Odie at the end. Richard Cahill says I got them with Stardust. Oof, wow, long-time supporter then. Yeah. Thanks, Richard Cahill, for your support over the years, man. All right, guys. I think that's it with today's stream. We still got 44 people in here, so hit that thumbs up or the thumbs down, whichever you guys want. Share out the link to the stream, please. Even though we're ending, maybe somebody might want to catch this on replay. I'm going to put the link here for my Indiegogo one more time. If you guys want to buy some signed copies of my books, that's where you got to go. And I hope you all have a great day. Peace.